Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Welcome back, Star Family. This is a reading to help you get a special message, right? So it's a pick a card reading, but in this case it's a pick a fortune cookie reading to help you get a special message. So if you haven't as of yet chosen a crystal or a cookie on the table, by all means go back to the very beginning of the video. There are timestamps where you can pause the video. I have a still shot where you can look at the picture clip, or you can even look at the cookies or the crystals up close, right? And pause on the video wherever necessary. That portion is in silence, so there's no interruption there as far as helping you choose. If you feel led to at that time to pick more than one cookie or crystal on the table, by all means, please go ahead and do that. Listen to your intuition, okay? Because that's always going to be encouraged here. At the end of the day, these readings are timeless. So whether you watch it at the upload time or sometime after, there may be a message here for you if you feel that intuitive nudge to watch. Nonetheless, they are general, so I can't possibly expect to connect with everybody watching, although I hope you manage to find a message here. But if you don't, that's okay. I have a pick a card playlist maybe you could check out. There could be another message in there somewhere for you instead. And let's say if all is said and done, I'm not the reader for you, that's okay too. YouTube has many readers out there. I'm pretty sure there's going to be one that has the messages you are looking for at this time. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get directly into the first reading. Pile number 1 viewers. This is your cookie. I'm going to put that there because I will open that and read the fortune for you. This is your crystal. This is a quartz geode. I'm going to put that there. This is also the card that you chose for this reading, so I'm going to put that there with the fortune card. We're going to get to all of that as soon as I get more cards on the table. So we want to see what the special message is for you. Let's start with the fortune reading card, right, first. All right, what is the special message for you? Let's see. Okay. Whoa, okay, it says cracker, firecracker, positive energy surrounds you, love, joy, and good fortune awaits. So we're off to a good start. Let's take a look. You know what? I don't know. I feel like I want to wait to open the cookie more towards the end. Let's get some tarot. Let's get some tarot. All right. Let's see. What special messages are there for you? We have a fortune cookie. Your card says good fortune awaits. So we're already off to a good start. But let's see what the tarot says. Okay, so I have this whole deck upside down, by the way. My bad. We have the 4 of Cups, and you know what? I did see a card, nice, that was turned over. So we have the Ace of Wands. Let's see if we can grab another one. Whoa, maybe 2 more. Okay, let's see what we have. Nice. Okay, the Star and the 7 of Wands. Okay, I think I know what this is saying. Let me adjust my camera as well so we can get into this for you, because I want to make sure you can see everything. All right. So basically what this is telling me is that there might be something that perhaps, I'm going to put these in the order, all right, that they came out in. Nonetheless, what this is telling me is that there is a situation where perhaps you've been feeling a little meh, right, with the 4 of Cups energy. Maybe you feel like nothing's going your way. There's a little bit of dissatisfaction in things lately. Maybe you wish things would be a little different, right, with the 4 of Cups here. Oftentimes, though, we perceive this as a missed opportunity, that something's gone wrong or didn't go our way. But what this is also saying to me is that there is something else trying to get your attention, or the universe is actually trying to bring something to you. So where you're not happy with these 3 cups, maybe you're feeling a little deflated, a little dejected, maybe a little bored with your current situation, the universe is trying to hand you something else or put you on the path to something else instead. This card is saying, look, positive energy surrounds you right now. Love and joy and good fortune awaits, whether you can see it or not. You might really be focused on what you're not happy with over here with these 3 cups, right? because he has his arms crossed and he's like, right? He's not happy. He seems a little, I don't know, in a funk, right? He's not completely satisfied with the status quo, let's say. And that's the thing. You might not be happy with your current circumstances, but we don't see is that things are shifting and changing, and they're opening up new doors for you here with the Ace of Wands. Okay? Ace of Wands is new energy. It's high energy, highly inspired. It initiates something, maybe a good idea pops into your mind, right, to maybe help you get out of this situation you're not 100% happy with, or just, you know, you're kind of bored with, even annoyed with, right? But the Ace of Wands is definitely that energy where it's like, okay, things start popping off, they start opening up to you, opportunities present themselves, and that Ace of Wands is gonna like give you a new sense of inspiration. Sometimes it's the divine spark as well that gets lit up inside you, and the universe or God, Great Spirit, will kind of nudge you with something, is kind of the Ace of Wands energy to me. Once it does, though, it's going to get things, I feel like it's going to start something. It's going to light something up with the Ace of Wands energy, but it's going to put you on a path to get to work, is kind of the feeling the Seven of Wands is giving me. Sometimes we have to defend ourselves, defend what we want, stand up for what we want, take action. And I feel like this is you once you get that divine inspiration after a feeling of maybe nothing much happening. You get that spark or sudden divine inspiration and it's like, boom, now it's time to get to work. It's time to, you know, pick yourself up and get moving. The star is definitely wish fulfillment. So it could be that you are indeed on the path to wish fulfillment. That could be exactly what is coming your way with this little Ace of Cups floating in the background. I always see that as kind of like the divine trying to show you something else or hand you something else. And it might indeed have to do with your wish fulfillment over here with the star. This is telling me that the inspiration that's going to come through over here with the Ace of Wands is indeed divinely guided. If you're willing to fight for it, if you're willing to push yourself, right, challenge yourself with the Seven of Wands, you're going to be able to see that wish fulfilled soon enough. That's the special message here. That wish fulfillment is on the way. That, you know, even though you may not see your dreams at this present moment manifesting perhaps as you hoped they would or intended them to, or had yourself envisioned them to, right? This is still saying that just because there's no action, right? Because a lot of times number 4 energy really isn't. It's more stable and secure. And this is a 4 of Cups. So that's why I'm saying that if things are a little bit more stable and constant, where they're not really moving much, you're still on the path, right? What this Ace of Wands is kind of giving me vibes of is, wait a minute here, just because you don't see it with the 4 of Cups, right? Because his focus isn't even on the 3 cups, or his focus is on the 3 cups, not on this energy floating behind him. So it's kind of like, you know, he's not seeing something for himself. So just because you don't see it doesn't mean that the doors aren't opening up to you, that there isn't going to be a big bright idea that pops into your head one day to give you the inspiration and the nudge that you need to take action over here with the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is, you know, sometimes a little bit of elbow grease. I know it's not like an 8 of Pentacles or something, but it still gives me the vibe of, and also, wait, what is it? Seven of Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles is usually about labor and toil. But for whatever reason, this card is giving me vibes of that too. And number 7s themselves are numbers of personal growth. So if you're willing to challenge yourself, you're willing to get to work, once that door opens and presents itself to you, like I said, there's an opportunity that could be on the way, and it's going to put you on the path to, you know, challenge yourself or get up and do something. But it's going to be for your greater good, because at the end of the day, you have the star here, and this inspiration here is being nudged by the universe itself. You're being nudged by the universe. And you're being divinely guided over here with the star towards that wish fulfillment, or towards that inspiration, and towards accomplishing it. If there were missed opportunities in the past with the 4 of Cups, right? If you're feeling a little deflated, a little dejected, a little, you know, in your feelings, right? Maybe feeling a little sorry for yourself with the 4 of Cups just because something didn't go your way or didn't go right the first time. Just know that there's another opportunity presenting itself in place of that thing that you perceived as a missed opportunity. And we see that here with the Ace. Don't give up, though, because the Seven of Wands never would give up on its vision, right? Its wish, let's say with the Star. The way that it's been divinely inspired. I really do feel like for some of you, this could be a goal that you have in mind for yourself. For some of you, it could be even a love situation. Maybe a love situation didn't go your way with the Four of Cups. Maybe there was some form of rejection, or I don't know why I get vibes of sometimes ghosting with the Four of Cups. And you feel like, you know, sometimes with the Four of Cups, like, oh, that didn't work out, you know, and you question the shouldas, the couldas, and the wouldas, you know. But oftentimes, if a situation didn't go perfectly or as planned or as you wanted, even in love, oftentimes it's just what it's doing is making room for something else to come in, maybe even someone more suited to you to come in instead. And we do see that a passion is sparked here. Some maybe new passion you could run into. That could be in the form of a person. I have Aquarius here in case any of you are Aquarius. I really do want to see if I can get, I actually want to take this card over now, I think. Let's see. Alrighty, so we have opportunities. An important offer will be made. Be prepared to dress to impress. So that could be someone new, right? You might have to dress to impress to go on a date or meet somebody new. Like I said, passion could get ignited with somebody new after maybe something didn't go right with someone else. Maybe somebody bailed on you, like, you know, you had planned on going on a date and that person kind of backed out of the date, right? Well, they're lost, in other words, because a new opportunity could come through instead. Same with a job, right? Let's say the job that you had wanted, you put in an application, it didn't go, you know, right. It didn't go the way you had hoped. You thought you were going to get the job and it didn't pan out and you feel like you missed out on that. Well, this is saying they missed out. Okay, they missed out on you. And there's going to be another opportunity, another open door. Whoa, did you hear that, guys? That scared the shit out of me. That was snow falling off my roof. I was not expecting that. Anyhow, here's that other opportunity or that other open door that's going to present itself, okay? So don't let it get you down. Whatever didn't work out over here, don't let it deflate you. Okay, there is another opportunity coming your way. We do see that here. We do see an open door with the Ace of Wands. Stay inspired. Don't give up, because the Seven of Wands never would. And continue to move in the direction of what you feel is best for you, what's divinely guiding you, what your wishes are telling you. All right, and it does say, look, an important offer will be made, so be prepared for that. Another opportunity is coming your way, and that's why I said the little Ace of Cups floating in the background, right? Is indeed that other opportunity. All right, so let's see if we can get a clarifier here, and then I'm gonna grab your fortune cookie, or no, I'm gonna grab your sacred oracle. I have no rhyme or reason necessarily. I just grab the cards I feel led to grab. Sometimes I just put a bunch out on the table and I grab what I feel led to grab. So let's see. Nice. Okay, the tree. The tree is an energy of stability, right? It is an energy where, you know, we are deeply rooted. And what I want to say with the tree energy is, despite the outer conditions of this Four of Cups energy, right? Despite what didn't go exactly your way, you know, stay deeply rooted and strong like a tree in yourself. I did mention that the Seven of Wands is an energy of personal growth, right? So is the energy of the tree. And despite outer fluctuations, right, a tree has to be deeply rooted within itself, so that way whatever's happening outside of it, right, weather, snow, whatever, rain, wind, you know, it doesn't break at the first gust of a strong wind, right? It has to be a little flexible. So what this is telling me is for you to be a little bit more flexible. Also, a little bit more flexible in regards to what happened here that maybe you weren't so pleased with, or what you felt was a missed opportunity, just surrender a little bit. And that's what I mean by being flexible, because you're being put on the path to something else over here with the star that is actually more divinely meant for you. Okay, the star always guides away. It doesn't steer you wrong. It's constant, like constellations are constant. They help us navigate life, or navigate the skies to find our way. You're not lost. Okay, you're not lost. So that's why I say be flexible, surrender just a little bit. Something didn't go right over here, that's fine. But what it's doing is just opening up the door for something more suited for you and better for you instead. So again, don't give up just because plan A didn't work out. We have wish fulfillment on the other side of this. Again, opportunities are going to be knocking. Again, let me go back to the tree. The tree itself, right? Like seasons, the trees are symbols of change, right? You have winter, spring, summer, autumn, right? Autumn, the leaves change, they fall off, then the trees are barren for winter. And you know, the trees are a symbol, deciduous trees that is, they're a symbol of the ever-changing seasons, right? So there are changes happening here. You're in the midst of a change, right? And trees do grow. So at the end of the day, trees are about reaching new levels, right? And when I said personal growth, trees do grow. They start off small. They start as a little acorn or a little seed, and then they sprout up and become these massive, beautiful things. So this is about growth. So I feel like your special message is here. Don't focus too much on what didn't go right. Plan A didn't work out. That's fine. Universe has plan B in mind. To me, plan B is actually what's divinely guided for you. Stay focused on that, right? On the wish that you want to see fulfilled for your life. At the end of the day, there are plenty of opportunities to come around, plenty of fish in the sea, other doors to open, right? Take this as a learning experience, an experience for growth and opportunity to grow. I think these new opportunities are actually helping you reach new levels of yourself with the tree energy. Just stay deeply rooted in who you are despite what goes on around you. Don't let that change you, right? So I think that this is amazing. I think that you're going to be happy, right, with whatever it was. Let's say that didn't go right the first time. When the new opportunity comes through, you're going to be able to look back at that and be like, oh yeah, I could see why maybe that didn't work out. What it did was just put you on the path to something better, right? So stay inspired, stay motivated. When the opportunity knocks, get ready to, respond with the Seven of Wands and take action, because that does feel like an action-oriented card. It's a card that doesn't give up. It fights for what it wants. Wish fulfillment is there with the star. So allow yourself to be guided. There are changes that are happening. Something could have changed, right? But it's also that change that recently happened is actually putting you on the path to your star. Right, so let's see. We have 2 cards. Oh, hell yeah. Look. Protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. And then desert passage. Trust there's a divine plan. Divinely guided over here with the star. You are protected. So, again, the idea if something didn't go right with the 4 of Cups, maybe that was the universe trying to protect you from maybe something that wasn't going to work out long term, right? But then again, it's hindsight 2020. Most of us don't want to hear that. I'll be honest. We don't want to hear that. We want what we want, right? It's only hindsight can we be like, okay, yeah, now I see why that wasn't meant for me. So that's why I'm saying if there was something you're feeling like you missed out on, a missed opportunity with the 4 of Cups, it could be that the universe, of course, has a higher plan for you. It has the bigger picture that maybe you can't see for yourself. But Spirit knows, Great Spirit always knows what's in highest alignment for us. And oftentimes we can feel like if something didn't work out, it was a form of rejection, right? That's not always the case. And that's why this is saying you're protected by angels. There is a divine plan. Trust that there is a divine plan. That you're being put on the path to that divine plan. That there are other opportunities and other doors for you. Stay deeply rooted in your truth and who you are and what your divine wish is for your life. Because I think this is feeling like you're being led there It might seem barren, right? Like a desert seems barren at times, barren of life or whatnot, but there is a plan. And if you have that fight in you, right? Don't give up on what you want to see for yourself. Be loyal to the vision and the wish that you have on your heart, or the desire you see for yourself. If you desire love, trust and know that the universe is trying to bring that to you in its highest form. If you want a good paying career, trust that you deserve that and that the universe will bring that because it's your divine birthright. Whatever your wish is. I don't even want to try to like guess what your wish could be, right? Because it's personal to you, but you know what your wish is with the star energy. Whatever your biggest dream is, or your biggest wish, know that you're deserving of that. And that there is going to be a divine plan to help you achieve that. But you can't give up. Because the road sometimes to the realization or actualization of our manifestation isn't always the easiest one, right? He's literally passing through a desert with this card. But we have to, right? Like the angel here holds the sword of truth. We have to be loyal to our inner truth, our inner knowing. And this is saying, look, positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune await you. Sometimes you don't see that for yourself, but stay true to you. Stay in your heart. Stay true to the vision that you see for yourself. You are reaching new levels of growth, new heights with the tree energy. There are changes happening to help guide you to this energy of the star. But you can't give up. All right, so let's see what the fortune cookie says for you. Alrighty. All right. Hold on. There's numbers there, but I want to see what the message says. Look at that. Courtesy opens many doors. And I was saying that, right? There are new doors opening up to you with that Ace of Wands. And what does this say? Numbers, lucky numbers. These might be some of your lucky numbers. 53, 4, 19, 20, 13, and what is that? That's a 16. So this is your reading, pile number 1, viewers. If you feel that this has helped or connected for you, by all means, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to support this channel as well. And what else do I want to say? Oh yeah, sorry, total brain fart. Mercury freaking retrograde, man. Anyhow, if you want to book a personal reading with me, all you have to do is check me out on Etsy, see what readings I have available, and you could book a reading at any time. All my information is in the description box down below. So much love to you wherever you are. Pile number 1, viewers. Take care of yourselves, okay? And keep shining. Pile number 2. This is your crystal. It's an amethyst druzy. This is your fortune cookie and your fortune cookie card, which I will incorporate into the reading further along. I just want to make sure I get more cards on the table first before I crack open your cookie and read your fortune and all that. So let's take a look. Pile number 2, viewers. What special messages are there for you with this reading? Let's see. Special messages for you, pile number 2, viewers. All right. Nice. Celebrations. You are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. It's always fun. Maybe there's a birthday party as well you might be attending, or some kind of celebration or milestone you will be celebrating. Nonetheless, this is saying there are brand new things coming into your life. So get ready to bring in the new. Say goodbye to the old maybe as well. Let's see, pile number 2, viewers. All right, what do we have here? Nice. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. Wow, the Strength energy. The 4 of Pentacles. And because pile number 1 also had 4 cards, I'm just going to grab another one here. Wow. And there goes your celebration with the 3 of Cups. You see that? So this is pretty awesome. I'm getting the vibe that some of you could be celebrating an anniversary, possibly. I don't know, this is weird. For whatever reason, I'm also getting vibes of like going out to dinner and celebrating a milestone or celebrating a special occasion with the 3 of Cups. This maybe with somebody that, you know, you've had some history with the 10 of Pentacles, just on a basic level, right? But if I'm looking at this, you know, through a broader lens, not looking at it so mundanely, what this is telling me is that I'm feeling like with the Strength card and the 4 of Pentacles, like you've done a lot of work to set a foundation of some sort, because it's a number 4 over here with the 4 of Pentacles. You've put in a lot of your strength, your courage, even your resilience, right? You've been steadfast is kind of like the vibe these 2 cards are giving me. You've been very steadfast towards a goal. And I say goal because material energy with the Earth of the 4 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, you've been very steadfast towards a material goal of some sort, right? And what this is giving me vibes of is that you've endured. You've gotten through some major like things in life. And I say that because the Strength energy, the reason why that is a lot of times the Strength energy talks about us overcoming our shadow. The lion is a symbol for our animal nature, right? Our shadow side, and us overcoming ego and pride and all those crazy things, right? We overcome those things to enlighten ourselves, to become better people. We gain wisdom from our experiences and we level up and we become the lady versus the lion, right? So I'm looking at this like you've done a lot of work on yourself. You've leveled yourself up. It's taken a lot of your strength. It's taken a lot of your fortitude. It's taken a lot of your courage, your resilience. You've been steadfast towards a goal. And what this feels like is that you're finally arriving. You're finally achieving it. And there's a sense of security. I'm getting the vibes of you have been stable and secure in yourself with the 4 of Pentacles. It's kind of this feeling of you haven't let go. The reason why I say that is because the 4 of Pentacles holds on and clutches onto that coin for dear life, right? It doesn't want to let it go. So there's this feeling of you held on, even through ups and downs, even through struggles. Oftentimes there is strength in the struggle. We gain strength in the struggle. And I feel like you've been steadfast toward a goal. You've pushed yourself, maybe even with the Strength card, to your limits. Which also just proves how badass you are in a sense, right? Where you don't let up, you don't give up, you don't quit at the first sign of maybe something going wrong or a perceived failure or something like that. I really feel like you're accomplishing big things because the 10 of Pentacles is here, right? Big money even. This is a card of foundation as well. Solid, steady, secure foundations that last the test of time. This is about legacy, inheritance, saving up your money, living well, riches, money goals reached. So I feel like some of you could be coming into some wealth or some financial upgrade in some way. A lot of that is coming from hard work, I feel, with the Strength card and the 4 of Pentacles. There's this feeling of like holding tight to a dream or an aspiration or a personal goal. And then getting to a point where you're arriving, right? You're finally reaching that pinnacle and it's like, yes, I did it. I made it. I can celebrate. There's reason to celebrate now. Look at what has been accomplished. Look what with the 10 of Pentacles has been built up. Even though with the Strength card and this card together, at times you may have felt like, you know, you could lose what you've gained at any time. This is telling me that even despite the occasional fear, because sometimes the 4 of Pentacles can talk about that, where sometimes you have fear of losing something. Even though you've had momentary battles with the Strength in the Four of Pentacles where you felt like, you know, this could all be gone tomorrow. I could lose this, you know, the next day. You know, you still kept with the Strength card in the Four of Pentacles. It's telling me you kept striving towards the goal. Despite that, at any given moment, maybe you've at times felt like, you know, you could just maybe even personally toss it all aside. Because nothing's really guaranteed us, is it? And there is a feeling coming from this of like, yeah, nothing's been guaranteed. And even though you've had no guarantees, you still kept striving with the Strength energy. But in the midst of striving, you just build up your resilience. And you even become more resistant to fear, if that makes sense. Sometimes with the Four of Pentacles, we hold on to things for fear of losing them. But there's this feeling of maybe that fear that would keep you stuck. It feels like you've overcome that. Again, the shadow aspect of the lion. You've alchemized that. And the fears that would normally, you know, maybe have you pulling your hair out over a goal, right? They don't really have that same effect on you anymore. This is what this is feeling like. The Ten of Pentacles is, to me, all your hard work getting to a point where you can look back on it and say, wow, I built this. I accomplished this. And you should celebrate that. So pile number 2 viewers, it feels like some of you are achieving major milestones in some aspect of life, career, material goal, or personal goal, or something like that. And that 3 of Cups is now ready to celebrate and just have a good time. Pop a few bottles of champagne or something. Champagne, right? I don't know. I feel like you're going to have something to celebrate. Even if there is nothing on your itinerary as far as like a special event. This is feeling like you may just come into something to celebrate unexpectedly as well. The 3 of Cups is a card of reunion and coming together. So this is also telling me that things are coming together. You've already set the foundation for something to be achieved. We see the physical acquisition, right? Like when you finally acquire the thing, right? We see the physical acquisition of the goal over here with the 10 of Pentacles, because it's tangible. It's something you can touch, something you can see with your 2 eyes, something you can hold. So this 10 of Pentacles is attainment. This is you attaining your goals, achieving them, and celebrating them now. And everything is coming together beautifully. So yeah, get ready to bring new things into your life. Have some things to celebrate. These things that are coming into your life, though, feel as if with the 10 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, they are very stable and secure and meant to last. It's not a fleeting thing that's coming into your life. This is a feeling of permanence. And these things, not only will they be permanent or of an everlasting nature, but they will also be good, right? With the 3 of Cups. They will bring joy of some sort. Because the 3 of Cups is indeed a happiness card. So let's see. Happy times, right? Good times over here with the 3 of Cups. So if some of you have been tired of this struggle, right? This is telling me that good times are on the way. And that will be something to celebrate. Happier times are on the way. Times of more security and stability are also on the way. What's that? Aha. Oh, look at that. So we have the feather and the lighthouse. The lighthouse is a beautiful energy because that actually is an energy where we are guided to our destination, even through choppy, tumultuous waters, right? So this to me falls in line with the strength card in that aspect. This is basically weathering the storm, the strength to weather the storm over here with the lighthouse and the strength card together. So I'm looking at this like, here's a sign of the divine with the feather, and this card here with the lighthouse. You're literally being divinely guided through the storms of life. But what you're being guided to is your stability with the 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles together. Choppy waters, troubled times, right? You've been divinely guided the whole way, the entire time, even with, you know, your ups and downs with the strength card. Somebody could be Leo, by the way. I forgot to mention that earlier. So you've been divinely guided with the lighthouse the entire time. And this feather here is a symbol, right? It speaks of spiritual leveling up. So there's spiritual growth here, and there's spiritual leveling up that you have achieved. Again, this feeling of you've arrived at your destination, right? Like a lighthouse does help guide a ship to shore. If you see the lighthouse on the edge of the shore, that means you've arrived. You're close. You already arrived at your destination. You've reached shore. You've reached land. So again, this feeling of you've arrived. You've arrived. And I feel like with the feather energy, you know, not only does it talk about like leveling up and whatnot and spiritual growth, but it does talk about signs and synchronicities and serendipity that we receive to help give us those messages from the other side. So I also feel like Spirit is giving you signs and synchronicities and nudges, which have also helped guide your way. So even though you have gone through some struggles, you've been shown the way the whole time. You've unlocked those little nuggets that the universe gives to us. You've been aware of them, awake to them. But what it's going to end up doing, you know, is when all is said and done and you reach your destination, you're going to see how it all lined up to get you there. And I feel like their end goal, or the ultimate thing that's, you know, that you're headed toward is stability, prosperity, wellness, happiness. Good times are coming with the 3 of Cups, things to celebrate, as the main card does say. You are ready for these new things. You are ready for this new exciting chapter. You are ready for this wealth, stability, and prosperity. That's the special message here. You are ready. You've endured, so you are ready. So let's get a... Do I want a Sacred Traveler? Yeah, let's get a Sacred Traveler card, and then I'm going to pull over the Fortune Cookie card and open your Fortune Cookie. So let's see what we can get here. Let's see. Pile number 2, your special messages for you. Whoa, no freaking way. Hold on. I'm only going to take the ones that flipped over, okay? Because there's some other ones there. Those 2 flipped over. These 2 only gave me the back side there, so I'm not going to accept those. So what do we have? Look at that. Doesn't that look like another lighthouse in a sense, right? Look. Doesn't that look similar? It says finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. And we find strength within, right? When we get to a point where we are very much in tune and connected to the divine, that is our source of strength and our source of sanctuary. And with the strength card, that makes sense to me. Also with the lighthouse, it makes total sense. Right? So you're safe is kind of what that's saying, because the sanctuary is a safe place. And then look, miracles. Your miracle's coming. Expect the wondrous to emerge now, is what this is saying. You've arrived. Miracles are going to start unfolding for you now, is what this is saying. Your wishes as well, because we have a little genie in a lamp, right? And we have the star here in the background. So what is your wish? Because it feels like the achievement of that goal, the attainment of it, you finally acquire what you've been working so hard for or enduring so long for. Right? There's your little miracle. Your miracle's coming. And that's going to be something to celebrate. So let's see what the fortune cookie card says. Look at that. Intuition. Trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. Wait a minute here. There's money. So you might have money coming in. Right? I also feel like this is saying you've been trusting your intuition and the intuitive guidance or the spiritual guidance, the messages from the other side, let's say, that you've been receiving. Like some people do find feathers. I'm one of those people. That's one of the ways that I receive signs, amongst other things. But whenever you get those little signs and nudges, right, it's you connected to your intuition and helping guide that way, guide your way. I always call the intuition like the GPS. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. I always call intuition the GPS navigation system of one's soul, right? We should trust our intuition. And if your intuition is telling you that things are going to improve, that all you have to do is get over this one little mountain or one little hump in the road, right? And you keep, enduring, and you keep holding fast, right? It's for a reason. This kind of feels like you're not letting go of the vision or the hope or the goal that you have in mind for yourself. And if your intuition won't let you let it go, it's because that is the right thing not to let it go, because you're maybe almost there. You're almost to shore is what this is saying over here. So it could be that, yeah, there are new things coming for you, new things to celebrate. You might be celebrating a new job, a career change. You might be celebrating some upgrade in money with the Ten of Pentacles especially. You might be celebrating some form of reunion or happy time with the Three of Cups. A newfound level of security even with the Four of Pentacles. But trust your intuition. Maybe the intuition has been what has been guiding you the entire time as well. Of course, in connection with spirit, right? So that's the special message here. Good times are on the way. Your miracle, you're about to get your miracle is what this feels like. You've been guided the whole way with a lighthouse. You've endured. But that endurance is paying off now with this Ten of Pentacles energy here. So let's see what your fortune cookie says. This little tough plastic bag here. It's all broken. I'm sorry. But we don't care about the cookie so much. We want the message, right? Let's see. Oh, no. Wait, where is it? Okay, good. I'm glad it didn't take away from the... It says, better aim at the moon than shoot into the well. Okay, better aim at the moon than shoot into the well. Shoot high, right? That's what that's telling me. Aim high. Again, if some of you have not given up on your dream, your goal, your some material thing that you want to attain, if you haven't given up on that, you've held on to it even through ups and downs, you are aiming high. You're not aiming low, right? The moon is high. So better aim at the moon than shoot into the well. Darn right. Aim high. That's what that's telling me. Wait, is there another one? Hold on here. You get 2 fortunes. No, you didn't. Look, you get 2 fortunes here. You lucky person, you. Hold on a second. But wait, before I get to the second one, let's look at the lucky numbers on the back there. 18, 11, 37, 21, 38, and 24. are your lucky numbers. I feel like you have been aiming high, and some of you are about to literally land. The arrow's about to hit its mark, in other words. All right. So let's see what the second fortune says. To rule with virtue is like the North Star. Wait, I can't read. To rule with virtue is like the North Star has its place in the sky. To rule with virtue is like the North Star that has, I'm assuming, its place in the sky. Now, here I'm saying I can't read, but obviously their grammar needs help. Right? Look at that. Their grammar needs some serious help. So what's kind of cool about this is that you get one message that talks about the moon, right? And then you get another that talks about the star, right? Like the star card. Maybe this is about your wish. And we kind of do see the North Star here in this Miracles card. So that's pretty cool. And your lucky numbers. Hold on. Lucky numbers. 53, 10, 29, 14, 1, and 21. So you're lucky. You get 2 fortunes in your reading. That's a good sign to me. So I'm going to leave you here. Pile number 2 viewers. This is your reading. If you feel that this has helped or connected for you, by all means, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe. Click the little bell for notification as well. It helps the channel to grow with every interaction that you give it. If you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. It's just a matter of checking me out on Etsy, seeing what readings I have available, and you could book a reading whenever you feel guided to. So I'll leave you here. Take care of yourselves. Pile number 2 viewers, much love to you, and keep shining. Pile number 3, you chose this Aragonite stone. So let me get that out the way and put your crystal there. This is your fortune cookie and your fortune cookie card. I will incorporate these 2 things into the reading the further we go along towards the end. The fortune cookie, obviously, if you're familiar with fortune cookies, there are messages inside. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to open up the fortune cookie and see what fortune it has for you. So let's go ahead and start with a fortune reading card. So let's see, pile number 3 viewers, what is the special message for you? Let's see, special messages for pile number 3 viewers. What special messages are there for pile number 3 viewers? Nice, it says fire. Let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. So some of you could also be fire signs. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius people out there watching, maybe with Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus somewhere in your chart, right? So let's take a look at tarot. What special messages are there for you, pile number 3 viewers? Special messages for pile number 3 viewers, please. Whoa, we have the death energy, which makes sense because it's saying let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present, right? Well, with the death card comes renewal. Somebody could be Scorpio as well. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the Hermit. And we have the Judgment, which is a liberation card. So you have 3 major arcanas here in this reading, pile number 3. What this is giving me vibes of is, yes, like there is a renewal period coming after, right, the upheaval. This would be the upheaval and the burdens and the being weighed down, right? This is what you're letting go of, because the death card is about endings and transformation and releases. And with those endings, we can lay down the yoke of the 10 of Wands, lay down the burdens, liberate ourselves to find new energy. The Hermit is definitely an energy where maybe there has, for some of you, there has been a situation where you've had to say goodbye to something, let something go. It could even be a mindset that you've had to change, an environment that you've had to kind of maybe move away from or get away from. Maybe it was a connection or relationship or something that you had brought to an end. You could have ended a career or said goodbye to a job you weren't happy with or that was burdening you. Anything that was weighing you down, this feels like it's going away. This is what you're letting go with the Death card and the Ten of Wands together. But in the midst of letting it go, you're initiating a lot of changes, right? That's why it says, let go of emotional upheaval, embrace the renewal. The Judgment is that renewal. It is that liberation. It is that wake-up call, right? We hear the call, we respond to it. We free ourselves from the past and don't let that weigh us down anymore. They're not stuck any longer in those, I guess, crypts or catacombs or graves or whatever those boxes are. The people in the card are liberated. They're free. They've risen up. They're renewed. The Judgment card does talk about renewal. So it's kind of cool how this card shows up and the Death with the Judgment show up to confirm it, in a sense. The beautiful thing about this is, as you let go of the past with the Death card, say goodbye to the things that really were inevitably, right, going to have a conclusion or come to an end naturally, because the Death card is a natural ending. Sometimes we want to avoid change sometimes, but there are some things that will inevitably have to change. There are some changes that perhaps you've experienced recently, but what it's doing is putting you on the path to free yourself, to find yourself, is kind of the feeling that this is giving me with the Hermit here. The Hermit is a non-action card. In a sense, it goes inward. It seeks answers from within. It really does find deeper meaning to things. It takes its own journey. Sometimes it's a solo journey. Maybe you are at a period where you've recently had to make some major changes and let a lot of things go that were weighing you down. And what it's doing is putting you on the path to take a time out for yourself. Maybe, I don't know why I'm getting vibes of self-care with the Hermit, but sometimes being alone and removing your energy from a situation that perhaps is even unhealthy or too burdensome for you, removing yourself from that is really an act of self-care. So I'm looking at the Hermit like, yeah, the special message here is things have ended, yes. Things have changed, or you're undergoing a major transformation or metamorphosis. But what it's doing is setting the stage for you to find deeper meaning, for you to find yourself in the process of these changes, to get in touch with the divine spark and light within, right? Because the Hermit does hold the star in his lantern. It's a card to me also of self-exploration. So these recent changes are putting you on the path to explore more of you and what you want for you moving forward. But in the midst of letting something go, you're also freeing yourself to the point where you don't have that weight on your shoulders anymore. So there, to me, there is a weight being lifted off your shoulders. And that's why the Fire card is like saying, look, embrace the renewal of the present. For some of you, you may not see that the thing that you're saying goodbye to or letting go is really just freeing you up for the future. The burden of the past really does not have power over you and where you're going now into the future with the Judgment. I feel like some of you, the recent changes or metamorphosis you have undergone really has just put you back in touch with your divine self. And as a result of getting in touch with your divine self, you are freer. A little bit more free-spirited is what I'm feeling from this. Maybe you have been busy. You've had a lot of responsibility. You've had just so much on your plate here with the Ten of Wands. But what I feel like is this this yoke, you're letting it go. You're laying it down. And that's the special message here. You're not going to be carrying this weight around with you anymore. That cycle is closing out. The Death card is indeed an end of a cycle, but it's also laying the foundation for a new one to begin. These two cards, Death and Judgment, are both major transitionary energies. There's a lot of them in the tarot, right? The Death is one of them, Judgment's one of them, the Tower is another, the World is another, the Fool can also be another, right? So you're undergoing major transformation, and oftentimes we are, like the card says, it talks about fire. We literally are sometimes forged in fire. Just like steel is forged in fire. Just like a diamond is formed under tons of pressure, heat and pressure. There's sometimes the strongest steel, right, is forged under very high heat. So it's a metaphor, in other words, for, yeah, you've gone through it, you've been through it, you have literally been forged in fire, but it's not in vain. It's not for nothing. You found yourself in the process of that refinement or that being forged in fire. The Hermit is on a journey to find himself. It's self-exploration. It's a soul-searching card. So what these changes have done have put you on the path to literally get in touch with yourself again. Find out what you want, who you are, where you want to go, what you want to be. And seek answers where maybe at one time you were lacking them or you didn't feel that you had a sense of direction. The Hermit is led by divine guidance. It's led by the star. So even though it's taking a lonely journey, it's not really alone. It has the divine to guide its steps and light the way. So you have not been alone. That's also the message here. Through the changes, through the upheavals, maybe through this major metamorphosis, you have not been alone. You also have angels looking out for you over here with the Judgment. Some of you could be enduring, not just changes, but you could be undergoing a major awakening of some sort. Maybe waking up something deep inside of yourself that has been dormant for a while. And like these people, they've been asleep for so long, they're waking up. But they're hearing the call to their higher self. Some of you might be on the path to find purpose, is what this is telling me. And that awakening to your purpose and your higher self is what you're on the path to find. Like I said, the Hermit was giving me vibes of deeper meaning, seeking deeper meaning to life, to, your journey. And oftentimes changes with the Death card, major changes that we undergo or experience will initiate that self-exploration journey. But what it's leading you to is your higher self. An awakened version of yourself, a more aware version of yourself. And I say this is maybe for some of you, waking you up to your purpose. Once you take that time out to explore, your inner world with the Hermit. I say your higher purpose because when the divine calls, we must respond, right? And it is that call with the trumpets. You can't pretend you didn't hear it, right? And these people are responding. So the special message here for some of you as well is If you've undergone major change and transformation in your life, what it's doing is putting you on the path to higher purpose. Some of you in the midst of the experience may not realize that that's what's happening. Maybe this reading is to help give some of you a heads up that that's what you're being led to at this time. I feel like the 10 of Wands here is an indication that some of you have been working so hard on something and have been looking for something or needing something to change. And you've been searching for something else, right? And it feels like there's going to be a shift to break you out of I'm hearing a burdensome cycle or repetitive cycle. I feel like some of you, these changes with the Death card and the major transformation you're experiencing is a catalyst to help you reach your higher self. A cycle's definitely coming to a close, but what it's doing is putting you on the path to your higher self, the best version of yourself with the Judgment energy, a more free and liberated version of yourself, and for some of you, even your purpose. You may not see that for yourself in the midst of, or the thick of your situation, let's say. But it's saying to really let go. Embrace the letting go. And also embrace the renewal that it will bring. Because where one door closes, another one opens. Where one thing ends, another one has a chance to begin. And we see ending and renewal. Ending with the Death and renewal with the Judgment, both on the table. So we already know that you're already on the path to your renewal, to your new energy. You are on the path with the Hermit. You're currently letting down the burden, letting down the yoke, and you are on the path with the Hermit to your renewal over here with the Judgment, to your new beginning. And you're walking that path, maybe allowing the divine to guide the way, in trust, in faith, in surrender. But yes, your moment, your new energy, your renewal is coming. Just like a diamond being refined in the rough, you're soon to sparkle and shine, right? It is a process. Diamonds are beautiful rough, but they're even more glorious when they've been faceted a few times. And that's what this feels like. You're undergoing the faceting process, the refinement process. And what awaits you on the other side of it, right, is a newer version of you, a rebirthed version of you. Maybe even with the Judgment, a reinvented version of you. This is your rebirth moment. You go from death with the Death card to rebirth with the Judgment. All in a single reading, So this is showing progression here. So let's see, pile number 3 viewers, if we can get another message here. Aha, look, the air is literally being cleared for you. The path is being cleared. Distant thunder. Funny enough, I did mention like the Tower being one of those transitionary cards, and you have that lightning strike in the background. Yeah. The universe right now, with these changes that you're undergoing, is helping you clear the air of things in your life with maybe the Death card and the Ten of Wands that just aren't working anymore. The air is being cleared. It's like shaking off an old sweater, right? Or shaking off an old blanket. I don't know about you, but I used to watch my grandmother take like the blankets outside or a rug outside or whatever and beat the literal shit out of it. You know what I mean? To clear it of debris. And that feels like that's what's happening. It's shaking it off, right? It's shaking off all the things in life that aren't working right now, but what it's doing, it's necessary, right? It's an inevitable thing. It has to occur eventually. This shaking off happens so that way you're not burdened and not weighed down anymore, that your slate literally is clean and clear for that moment when you move forward with the judgment. You know, you don't want to take the past with you into the future. And that's what this is saying. You're in the process of releasing all of that from the past because it can't follow you into the future, not with the Judgment card, right? These people are naked in the card, naked as the day they were born. And that's pretty much a metaphor for the future. You can't take the past with you where you're going next. It has no room to follow you. And sometimes in order to truly clear one's energy, you got to do that inner work with the Hermit, right? But it's all well worth it in that, on that spiritual journey of soul searching and finding oneself, to clear the energy of the past, to prepare yourself for the future. And this is the future you, that rebirthed version of you, that refined, forged in fire version of you, that phoenix rising from the ashes version of you. The air is literally being cleared. The slate being clean, right? So I should have grabbed one of these before I grabbed the Sacred Traveler, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and grab one of these to see what else we can get for you. And then I'm going to pull over your fortune card and open up your cookie. So let's see what else we get. Whoa, what was that? Let's see. Oh, okay. So maybe some blood, sweat, and tears, right? There have been maybe some blood, sweat, and tears recently, especially with the death energy. And that's the first thing I thought of when I saw this, but this speaks of life force energy, vitality, sometimes the sacrifices that we make. But I'm also looking at this as like, for whatever reason, I'm seeing this as, yeah, you have had maybe with the Death card and the Ten of Wands some blood, sweat, and tears, right? Put into things, or you've given a lot of yourself. Maybe you sacrificed a lot of yourself along the journey. You've given so much to a cause, right? And maybe it's taken a lot out of you, right? With this Ten of Wands, sure. But I also feel like you also have a lot to give this new chapter with the Judgment. This new energy, this renewal that's trying to open up to you. The air is being cleared. The past is being cleared. The burdens are being cleared, literally removed and taken out of the way. I'm also seeing this as life force energy. So again, new life. I'm feeling the energy of restoration. For whatever reason, I know this is weird, but the blood energy is giving me vibes of like where you've lost, right? Has anybody ever gotten a blood transfusion? I know I have. So like where you lose a pint, I lost a pint. So where you lose a pint, you know, you get it replaced. And that's kind of what this is feeling like. Like where something's been lost, you will have that restored. Like I hear restoration, restored back to you. Probably, to me, it's feeling like more or less restored back to you, but in a way that is more in alignment with your higher good or higher purpose because of the judgment. So let's see what this fortune card says. Fortune cookie card. Wow. Okay, so you get the sunshine. It says the sun is shining on you. Career and business growth. Fabulous communication in relationships. So the sun is going to shine on the other side of this, right? There is literally light with the sunshine card at the other end of this tunnel. So I'm feeling like trust that you're being guided, divinely guided with the Hermit. You're being put on a path to restore yourself, renew yourself, remove the past so it's not a burden to you anymore. Heal even, because blood can heal you, it can restore you. And there is a new chapter coming. That's why it says, let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. There is new energy coming to you, new life force, vitality, right? Blood is vitality. Blood keeps you alive. You need blood to stay alive. And the sun itself is a symbol of vitality. So there is definitely new energy approaching you. There is light at the end of the tunnel is what this special message is saying. So if you can hang in there, you'll get through this. You will get through this. So let's see what your fortune card, your fortune cookie says. Okay, there's the cookie. It's broken, but it's all right. Let's see what it says. It says, don't be afraid to take a chance when the opportunity of a lifetime appears. Whoa. So remember I was getting vibes of like being restored, right? Where something was lost, something will come in its place. I wonder if that has to do with an opportunity. So if with the death card there was a loss, it could be that thing that left your life with the death card, or that thing that ended, what it was doing was preparing or clearing the slate for maybe something else to come in. And also don't be afraid to take a chance on yourself when the opportunity, right, arrives. If you see an open door, grab it. So lucky numbers for you are 38, 44, 41, 23, 28, and master number even 33. So real quick, I want to go back to this before I close out your reading. It says, don't be afraid to take a chance when the opportunity of a lifetime appears. Well, the sun is shining on you. Career, business opportunity, or business growth. Fabulous communication and relationships. I mean, the opportunity, could have to do with that, right? A career, maybe a business partnership. You might hear news, right? Fabulous communication could come through. So I would say don't fear what you're letting go, or don't try to hold on to what you're letting go, because it feels like there is a restoration happening, a metamorphosis of some sort that is happening, and something has to be let go in life in order to usher in this new reinvented version of you with the judgment. There is light at the end of the tunnel of this major change and transformation you are perhaps enduring at this time. But nonetheless, it's really putting you on the path to find yourself, your higher self, your purpose, and a lighter, freer version of you moving into the future. So don't be afraid of what you're letting go. Don't be afraid to let it go. Be open to releasing it, because what it's going to do is just give you new life, right? So pile number 3, this is your reading. I'm going to leave you here. If you feel that this has helped or connected for you, by all means, please do let me know in the comment section down below. I really do appreciate hearing from everybody. Like, share, subscribe as well. Click the little bell for notifications to support this channel. Every interaction does help the channel grow. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. All you have to do is check me out on Etsy, see what readings I have available, and you could book a reading whenever you feel guided to. So much love to you wherever you are. Be safe, be well, take care, and keep shining.